Welcome back, and today I'm going to talk about abstracts and mandalas. So the last time I talked about what abstracts mean to me, but this time I'm going to talk about partly the process by which I go through to choose what to do next, because I've got so many ideas, I've got a book full of ideas, but how do you know what to do next? And I find the best way for me is to almost use a stream of consciousness approach. So the ideas are always fresh, you're enthused about it, and particularly for me, I know that I have to put quite a lot of effort and work, it's very labour intensive, into my pieces, so I can at least sustain the energy all the way through to the end. So that's really quite important. And also, apart from that, I can spend quite a lot of money on the beads. I can spend hundreds of pounds on beads for one piece. So it's quite important to get it right and spend a little bit of time planning it before I do anything else. So what am I going to do next? Well, here in the Lake District, it is summer. We've been having some fantastic weather and everybody's chilling. So the obvious thing to do is to think about something that's really chilling and really calming. And I thought of the theme of mandalas. So I'm going to do a series of 3 mandalas, and they're going to be in different techniques to suit the different types of designs and beads that I'm going to do. So what's a mandala? Well, you can easily look it up on Wikipedia, and it's very, very simple. It's literally a circle. It is a spiritual and ritual symbol in Hinduism and Buddhism, and that represents the universe. It's become a generic term for a pattern. And the basic form starts with a square with circles inside, and they can be gates as well. And they can be used for meditation, etc. Some are incredibly complicated with deities and mountains. Some have a ring of fire, and one of my designs has a ring of fire in it as well. Some are organic and some are geometric in design. So I'm going to be basing my design on this kind of pattern with squares and concentric circles inside. So the first one I'm going to call Beyond Theosophy, and it's based on the Mondrian colours to start with, and squares. So I'm going to do a square of black, red, blue and yellow and white here as well. So I'm going to bead up to this edge. Then there's going to be a gap, then there's going to be a band of beads around there, and then squares of beads at either corner, and the rest is going to be painted. So there's going to be painted circles on here, so that's going to be quite a challenge to do actually. So that's going to be the first one, and I've started doing a little bit of testing now, and it's fantastic to see the way the sunlight glints on these beads. You know, it's very, very difficult to show you on screen, but I will try. The second piece is going to go on a loom, and by the way, these are going to be bigger than this size. They're going to be at least 1 foot by 1 foot, and I can't make the pattern too detailed and too complicated because I'm going to put this on a loom. I need to get onto the computer and see how this all works up. So I've got to make some decisions about what the types of beads and the colours of beads to make this work. So there's many decisions before I get to the end of this. So we have the Mondrian colours in this, but then they will expand into other colours. So the final one, which I haven't got a picture of yet, but it's in my head, is going to be a circle one. Those were based on squares. This is going to be a large circle, and it's going to be based on a circular peyote, a stitch, with the tiniest of beads. So there's literally going to be thousands of beads in that one, and I'm going to have patches of different colours all the way through it. So it's in my brain, it's not on paper yet, so that's going to be quite complex to do, and I don't even know if it can be done yet, but I'm gonna try, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. So hopefully you'll join me on this little bit of a crusade, this little bit of a journey, and come along and subscribe and See you again, same time, same place.